It's great to see all of you.
We're
And
now
Facebook
live on
too.
Facebook. Wherever.
Okay. We'll go to Facebook as well. Okay. So, Ethel, do you want to go over today?
Yeah, we have Letty and Gio to talk about the colors that we will explore today. Letty and Gio, there you go.
Oh, there we
Welcome
go.
everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome.
Welcome everyone. So today we'll explore again new colors. So Giovanni will continue the session on exploring the greens. So he will start from the green already made from Daniel Meat. So he will choose a range of greens that have the pigment green, one single pigment, and he will mix with the rest. There are pigment, rest, one single pigment. So if we mix, the colors are in the list. I say the cobalt blue, the cobalt green pale,
Yeah.
the cobalt viridian, the viridian, the phthalo green blue shade, the cobalt green, the phthalo green yellow shade, the chromium green oxide, and the rare green earth. And the rest are the phenacridone coral, Maya red, pyrrole scarlet, pyrrole red, Perylene red, anthraquinoid red, alizarin crimson, and carmine. So now Giovanni is mixing cobalt teal blue with
Coral.
quinacridone coral. So quinacridone coral is one of the quinacridone that has the pigment red, not the pigment violet.
And obtain this beautiful shade and change the sequence. We started the queen coral before. And cobalt teal blue after.
So with these mixes, they should turn into violet or into browns. It depends.
Okay. The second is cobalt green pale. Very, very light. A huge granulation of this color. Show it there.
Yes.
Okay. And the red is Maya red. Obviously, try to play different mixes. This is my selection for this mix. And change with my red before. And a layer of cobalt green pale. In these two different shades. Very interesting. And the third selection is Viridian. Beautiful green. And Pyrrole Scarlet. Wrong. Oops. Sorry. And apply another layer of the iridium for obtain this brown shade. And started before with Pyro Scarlet. The iridium after. The first selection is phthalo green blue shade, is a strong and beautiful phthalo green. And pyro red. Obtain this strong shade. Sorry for my lamp. And change my sequence.
What was that last mix?
The last mix is phthalo green
Yeah, that
blue.
really dark green one. Remind me what that was.
It's phthalo green blue shade
And pyro red.
and pyro red. Yeah.
Oh,
Now
so-
I change my sequence started before with pyro red. And one drop of phthalo green. And arriving at the shade. Okay.
Which is this one?
This is the same, but I changed the sequence. I started with pyro red and after phthalo green blue shade.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Another is cobalt green. Very interesting green. And perylene red. Driving to very similar to gray tone, green gray. I change my sequence. After and obtain the different layer. It's very, very beautiful. And now that another selection is phthalo green yellow shade, another phthalo strong green. And the opposite is anthraquinoid red. So create this darker color. And on the opposite side, anthraquinoid red.
May arrive to create a black.
And a green yellow shade after. Beautiful connection. Very interesting mixing. The two last selection is another chromium green oxide. And alizarin crimson. Sequence. In this. And the last is rare green earth. Very dark green. And carmine. Obtain this. Change the sequence. Carmine is very strong. And now, for example, waiting to dry in the color and obtain these beautiful mixes. And now if you want, I changing my selection, play with this selection. Okay. And changing, for example, this with this with this, and this with this. Oops, sorry. With this. Play with another different shade. Another different mixes, sorry. Okay. For example, now I take my Viridian and use Queen Coral. Little point of Queen Coral. obtain this cobalt teal plus 1 point of carmine. Obtain this beautiful shade. Okay. Now cobalt green pale. Very, very light.
Gio, what was the previous blend?
This,
Yes.
yeah, is the cobalt
Teal blue and
teal blue
carmine.
and carmine.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Cobalt green pale and Maya red. 1 point. And obtain this light shade. Okay. And we'll change the two phthalo blue shade and yellow shade. For example, phthalo green blue shade, strong with anthracenoid red. And the same phthalo green yellow shade with anthracenoid red. Cobalt green. Pyro scarlet. Shade. Okay. No. Chromium green oxide.
Giovanni, it's really interesting to see what a different selection of colors can make to those mixes compared to the previous page.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is pyrrole red.
Sparkling.
Oh, obtain this. And the last, change rare green earth. Very light. Apply, for example, 1 point of strong carmine. Okay. And mix it with another green. For example, I use the cobalt green. And 1 point of tallow green yellow shade.
Hi, Gio. Here's Sabine, and I love to see your mixes because I think every color are a own character, and when you put
Ah.
two together, it's like a marriage, a mariage, or how to say when two people um,
Wedding.
live together. Yes, and
Yes.
it's so exciting how it works and what the colors, what they do.
Absolutely. Now I try these mixes, particular mixes, wet on wet. For example, the too strong phthalo green blue shade, and pyrrole scarlet. This connection, and the phthalo green yellow shade, with perylene red. Moving their wet on wet mixing. Very light green, cobalt green pale. And the beautiful granulation. Only one drop of strong red, anthracenoid red. Oh, sorry for my lamp. The last mixing on wet on wet. The chromium green oxide. And carmine. And moving. Okay. Another mixing. Similar wet on wet, actually. beautiful cobalt teal blue. Cobalt green pale. Strong tallow green blue shade. And Pyro Scarlet. Moving lamp and moving all together. It's very, very fun. Thank you, John. Ashley,
You're very welcome. That was nice to see.
thank you. And show you the color, the color. Many, many mixes. That's when I drying. It's a very interesting connection. Is it all the green and all the red are single pigments? This is the first sheet, starting with the green. This is starting with change the mixing. Thank you, John.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you, Giovanni. Thank you, Letizia.
Thank you.
Hello. All right, you guys are here just in time for the magic, hopefully. So I swatched everything out. Let me get rid of my face really quick to make room for the art, which is what we're here for, right? All right. Okay, so right here, I have them both swatched out. And down here, I've got Rare Green Earth. I dropped in some Phthalo Green Blue shade. And a little bit of Pyro Red. And we're going to see if we can make some Christmas trees. So I'm going to grab a flat brush like this. This one's actually not my favorite. I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to get it wet. Hopefully this works. This kind of started drying, so we'll see. And I am going to zoom you on in. And then let's see what happens. Let me make sure we don't want any portrait nonsense on so we can see everything. All right, here we go. Let's see. Nope, it's too dry. Ah! Witness my failure, everyone. Let's try dropping in some color. So I'm going to grab some of that Rare Green Earth. And if you guys haven't tried this color, I feel like it's kind of one of those like underrated colors that not a lot of people talk about. But I am so here for these earthy, moody greens. So we'll just make our own trees. When you do something like this, the paint has to be wet for it to flow. That's why it didn't work.
But it looks very cool, Ashley.
Thank you, Sabina. You know, that's the thing about art is nothing is a waste, nothing is a loss. We're always learning, right? We're always experimenting. And so when stuff like that happens, we learned one way that doesn't work, or maybe we learned another way to create something else. But I wanted to play
Absolutely.
around. What's that? I wanted to play around with mixing these two. I don't know that Geo mixed these. So let's try it. We've got this rare green earth. Look at this color. Oh, I grew up in Utah, northern Utah, in the mountains. We would go horseback riding and four-wheeling. And this color to me just reminds me of the pine trees and just being in the mountains. So, wow, rare green earth. And this isn't, like I said, this is not one that I've ever really played with. And so I wanted to see what kind of browns we could make by mixing in, I think we're going to use Pyro Red here. So here's my little containers. Not my idea. Carrie started this whole thing, but I just thought, let's see what we can make. Let's mix more of that. And so what I'm going to do, one of my favorite ways of mixing is slowly adding more. So you start with your initial color and then you just keep dipping in to your other color and slowly make a progression to the other color. And that way you can kind of see the whole range that you can achieve. And then we can also mix it on our palette. So my palette's right here to the side. We can also throw that. This is Pyro Red, like I said. Ha, I'm a poet. And then we'll add our rare green earth. And this is one of those more like gummy colors. You know how some like Potter's Pink, we love Potter's Pink, but we know that it has like that consistency that's just a little bit different. This one has that. Doesn't bother me. But let's get some color out of this. And then one more that I wanted to mix really quick that I'm kind of obsessed with was one that Geo mixed. Phthalo green, blue shade, and Pyro red. Let's do it. Because I saw that and I actually gasped out loud. I don't know if any of you guys did. But phthalo green, blue shade, the phthalos are like knock your socks off intense. And I've always been a little scared of them. Just because they're so like packing a punch and they don't lift wonderfully out of all the different colors that there are. They are very intense. So here we have our phthalo green blue shade. And oh my goodness, the values you can get with this color are, look at that. Oh my goodness. Talk about Christmas green. It's beautiful. Look at that. Yeah, I know the camera doesn't show it, but what I'm seeing here, I'm kind of looking at it on an angle, and I'm actually seeing the red kind of separate and float to the top. I don't know if you guys can see that. You probably can't. But the red is kind of doing something interesting. So I'm gonna just put some water here
Can,
and let it flow.
yes, can you put some water in it? Drop,
Yes.
maybe?
Yes, let's drop some water in. I love it. By the way, my paper is actually the same as what Geo is using. It's the Fabriano cold press. But look at what we're getting. So beautiful. You guys, if you have these colors, try mixing them. I want you to be able to see what they're doing. You cannot, it doesn't justify it looking at it on camera. It just doesn't. Stunning.
And
I
it's
mean, it almost mass tone, it almost looks black. I mean, look at that.
Ashley, it's fantastic granulation here.
It is, thank you. It's beautiful. I wouldn't have expected that because your phthalos don't granulate. I'm guessing that is Pyro red a granulating color? Here's something you can do with your dot card. This is the 266 dot cards. I actually separated them into strips of 12 and just put them on a ring so that when I want to know what something is, I can find it. So I'm looking for Pyrrole red. It says no, it doesn't granulate, but something's happening here. It's probably the paper texture. And then you guys know I like to dip my hand in my water and start going a little crazy. So this is where we start having some fun with texture. Like I say, gotta make a mess. There's a question in Facebook from Ellen. She just asked what colors these are. So Pyrrole red and phthalo green blue shade. Oh, and thank you for the comment on my nails. I started painting them Christmas colors, but I didn't make it very far. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's check. Sylvia,
Yes.
what colors do you have?
Yes. Okay. I will mix now undersea green because as the greens that I have are almost Primatech, and I will mix undersea green with serpentine. So on a wet paper, I think it's amazing. This look now a little bit of serpentine green. Okay. And now, anthracino. Oh my God, this name is something. Anthracinoid red. I will mix here. So we have a garden. And I love this shade. I think it's amazingly beautiful. And a little bit of green coral, which is very light. Very beautiful colors combination here. I think they harmonize pretty well. Now on top, so I want it like this, and a little bit more of undersea green on top of the red here. And here is the garden. Now the play begins. It's too wet, but it's my garden. And a little water so we can have texture here. And it's amazing the colors mixing and all the levels that we can see the colors, still see the colors after mixing. I think this is amazing. Here I mixed amazonite, jadeite, and alizarin crimson. And here, serpentine, undersea green, and unchickenoid red, and also undersea green a little bit. So I think it's amazing the combination that we can find out with all these colors. Amazing.
So
Thank
beautiful.
you. Yeah, it's funny. It's a funny way of learning how to mix the colors. So, and we can go on and continue mixing and adding color because, oh, my paper here is Bauhong, cold pressed artist Bauhong, and it supports a lot of water. So I can play with the pigments, and that's why here I'm adding a little bit more creamy pigment less water, so we can see the garden, the flowers, red flowers. Then I love the queen coral because it has a hue, a color that is so bright and clear.
It is the best way to learn, Sylvie.
Isn't it? Playing with the colors, right, Stella?
Great fun.
Yeah, look at that. Not your flowers, but away to them, okay? One day I'll be there. And that's it, my friends.
I love
Okay.
your flowers.
Yes. Yeah, they are. I love it too. Because the colors are so nice. Well, it's too wet to do this, but when it dries a little bit, oh no, it's okay. I can scratch it. And there it is. Okay.
Very nice.
Thank you. More water.
Angela's got something too. Angela,
Yes. Hello.
do you want to share about your mix today?
Yes, sure.
Angela is having fun too.
Yes. Yes. I made a layer of greens and now I'm covering some of them with different yellows and even with these, can you see this opera pink mixed with viridian? The color that is here is viridian, but very soft. I will make it more intense and see what happens. Oof, a bit too intense. It gives you a very beautiful purple. Yeah, can you see one? And one thing I like to do is, I discovered this last week. I like to take this big brush, like this one, supposed to be a liner, but then like that.
You mean long brush, not big.
Yeah, well, a big liner. For a liner, it's big, right?
It is a big liner.
And it spreads so well. So here we have this is a spring green, sorry, phthalo, what's it called? Phthalo yellow green, I think. This one, this is phthalo yellow green. And
Oh my goodness, it looks electric.
Yes, a lot. And the other one is this one is rich green gold. The one next to it, here, rich green gold. This paper is cellulose paper, Annemüller. And what happens if I spray some water here? If I drop some water.
Is it hot press or a cold press, Angela?
No, hot pressed.
Hot pressed.
Yes. So, votes, what color would you like me to paint here? I've got, shall I do the turquoise? How about
What's
that?
the usual?
Cobalt teal blue, Angela.
Yes, this is cobalt teal blue. I love this color. It mixes so well with all.
And it's a perfect combination to the red.
Yes. And it's so wet. Can you see that it's very wet? this paper, it's not, I mean, it has some advantages and some disadvantages. But one of the advantages it has is that it runs a lot. So you can, it's like a surface that doesn't absorb as much as cotton. And so in this particular case, I wanted that. So I have been working on it a few times, and I think the colors mix very well. Adding a bit more of this cobalt teal blue. And you have the reds that I have. So the greens for me are these phthalo green gold. No, phthalo, what's it called? I have forgotten. No. Spring green, sorry, spring green, rich green gold, green apatite, and viridian. And I haven't used the cascade green yet, but I will. And then this is the red. This red is alizarin. Alizarin, quinacridone coral, as I think that Sylvia used, right?
Yes,
Sylvia
yes,
used quinacridone coral.
yes, I
That's
am
another
using.
color I love.
Beautiful.
It mixes very well, I think, with the cobalt teal blue. Now a bit of water. You see how it opens? And then also, what is the other red I have? I have pyro red, quinacridone coral, and alizarin crimson. And of course, I will do a mixture of pyro red and alizarin crimson and see what you think. This mixture for me is one of the best. These two mixed together.
Reminds me of tulips, isn't it? Besnek?
Well, Besnik
Yes,
has the best tulips in the world.
she's doing much better than I do.
It's just different, but it reminds me of tulips and thinking of
Yes,
it.
exactly. And I love the colors, how they are coming. Very beautiful, Angela.
Yes, this mixture really, I can recommend it. The pyro red and the opera pink make such a bright, like half red, half orange. I don't know. It's so beautiful.
It reminds
this is
me
your
of a
tip.
Georgia O'Keeffe painting.
Does it?
Yes.
Oh, I wish. I wish. So, Besnik, what should I do now in the middle? I should have a line here, right?
Queen Violet would go there nice. Queen Violet.
I haven't got it.
Oh yeah, look at that. Very beautiful.
There's your tulip.
And I would add some strong yellow. I don't know which one of yellows you have there in the middle.
In the middle here, you mean?
Yeah, some strong yellow, maybe Indian yellow or something like that.
I don't have Indian yellow, but I have, what do I have? I have
New Gamboj.
New Gamboj I have. Would
Yes,
that
that could be nice.
Yes, New Gamboj. Shall I try it?
But make it macchiato.
What does macchiato mean?
I mean, viscosity of macchiato.
You mean thick or thin? Thick, right?
Yes.
Very thick, almost straight from the tube.
Similar to macchiato thickness.
Yeah, so it's very yellowy. I think I like.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Bismuth vanillate, but I will follow your advice. So this is an interactive practice. Let's see what happens. Like a macchiato, I will follow you.
put some strong drops there.
Stella, any wishes?
And now ask Stella about.
Yeah, I have.
This is beautiful, huh? I love it, Angela.
Now it reminds me even more of George O'Keeffe.
Yes.
Okay.
But violet, yes, I was thinking of really strong purple.
Yeah, purple would be nice.
Angela, there's a question for the brand of the paper and the brand of your brush.
This brush is a Neve brush from Look in Australia. Neve, can you see Neve? Yeah.
Oh my God, they are so nice, Angela. I love these brushes.
Yes, I love it
Would
too.
you consider that a dagger or a sword?
It's actually a type of rigger, even though the shape is like a dagger a bit.
Interesting.
But it's a thick rigger, you know, the type that Nicolas would use. But it could be a dagger. It's more or less the shape of a dagger.
It will be called dagger, but it's like a liner and rigger and anything.
Yeah, this one is more of a dagger. No, this one is maybe more of a dagger.
Yeah.
This one is, I don't know the brand. And the paper is in, I will show you the cover if my colors, wait a minute, I need to.
Is it Bahong?
No, this is cellulose paper. It's the selection of Honeymoon. Can you see that?
Oh, Honeymoon, okay.
Yes, Honeymoon.
Oh, Honeymoon.
Anniversary edition.
Mm-hmm.
It's 400 and 400, I think it's 450 grams, probably. It's a nice paper. It's a very nice paper. You cannot do as many things as with Arch, but it has the advantage that it doesn't absorb so much water. So here, I think we need some more of this mixture. Do you think so? Yeah. So it will be more balanced.
Angela, now I would make some cobalt teal, same viscosity as yellow.
Okay, in the middle.
Yes, just drops.
How about you do the demonstration tomorrow or the day after?
I will be next week.
Oh, you will be next week. Oops.
And then we will do it together again.
When?
Next
He'll
week.
take revenge from you.
Yes.
We did a demo.
I love this international art class.
Yes.
It's great fun.
Yes. What do you think that it's finished so I can add anything else?
Looks good.
Looks nice, huh?
I love the way it is.
Yeah, I love Sylvia's flowers and Giovanni's mixes.
Oh my God, you guys did such a beautiful mixes. I love Giovanni's, Sylvia's, Ashley's, Angela's. So beautiful mixes.
Christmas feels.
Yes, Ashley has got beautiful
Hello also.
Oh, there is another one, Loyal.
Hi.
Loyal, hi. So beautiful, Loyal.
Thank you. I started with some of the single pigments, but then couldn't resist picking up a favorite. I love the green apatite with the carmine. It's one of my
I
favorites.
love the flower, so beautiful. And
That's
mixes.
Green apatite with carmine. Wow, beautiful.
Yep. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, very nice.
Beautiful.
Did we see Anna Candela?
Hi, everybody.
Yes.
Let me just unblur. I started, hi, everybody.
Hi.
I started with Giovanni's colors, but I guess it's also about quantities because they came nothing like his. So, but they're still beautiful. I mean, and also first one color and then the other, and this is the opposite. So, and this is incredible. I didn't have your amphoquinone, so I substituted with alizarin crimson, and it's almost like Ashley's phthalo. What was it, Ashley? Phthalo.
Phthalo green blue shade.
Oh, I know. Well, this is yellow shade, so close.
Yeah.
And this is heavily influenced by Buffy. So she likes to do like squares. So I did a bunch of greens and reds here. And then I followed you guys. So I hope I got what you wanted, Ashley, here. They're
Beautiful.
You did so similar to Angela, Anna.
And then this one is Sylvia's, her garden.
Sylvia's.
And
Beautiful.
Angela.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Love it.
I
We have
love
several
you
tulips
guys.
now.
It's so much fun to paint along with you guys. It's just such varied and beautiful. I
We
wish
are
I
so floral.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Very fun today. Thank you, Giovanni, for the idea.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. I love Ashley's mixes too.
Yeah.
What a beautiful
Thank you.
mixes, Gio. I love 3 of them. So beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's change a different sequence with the drops. Only with the drops.
Yeah,
Yes,
beautiful.
that changes
Oh.
totally.
Yeah. I try wine live, for example, the carmine before
All of them are gorgeous.
and cobalt blue.
Mm,
And I have these and the
such a beautiful reaction.
Yes, it explodes. It blooms.
Yeah.
cobalt before and 1 drop of carmine. It's not move.
Now we have homework to do.
Because it's very thick, right?
Yeah.
Gold,
Yeah.
gold is
Very
very
nice.
thick. Yeah.
Look at the
Thank you, everyone.
masterpiece of Angela. My God, Angela, you did a masterpiece.
Yeah.
I know, it's
With
incredible.
your
Looking nice, huh?
guidance, come on, with your guidance, it was easy.
She's a romantic girl.
Angela's on the romantic strike.
Yes.
Oh
Is
my
it
God.
romantic?
Well,
You think this is romantic?
Yeah, I think it goes there.
Good.
For me, it
The
seems
word
like
romantic still
poetic.
here.
Angela,
Yes,
Angela, for me, it's more poetic.
poetic. Yeah, okay.
I agree.
I will accept that. Yeah, I will go along with that. Poetic.
Poetry
Nice
in
work,
motion.
everybody. Very nice work.
thank
Very
you.
fun. Very fun.
Thank you, John.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank
thank you
you.
all.
Thank you,
Very fun.
John.
Thank you, John.
Please be
Thank
here
you.
tomorrow.
Hope to see you
Thank you,
guys
John.
Bye.
See you
tomorrow.
tomorrow, everyone.
Thank you.
Our
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you
See you
tomorrow,
tomorrow.
guys.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
This is